welcome back. I'm going to talk about The Day Shall Come, the new Chris Morris film. This was released late 2019 in America, but it hasn't really come... It was barely released. I mean, you saw a few trailers. I think it went to the GFT in Scotland and was gone again. It was lost under a midst of a bunch of other films and never really got its due. It was barely publicised. I only saw the trailer and knew about it because I like Chris Morris. I'm a big fan of Chris Morris, so... But I think it was also the trailer was a bit off. The trailer was trying to sell it as something it's not. They're trying to sell it as a... It's a comedy, but it's not a big all-out comedy. It's a comedy based on reality and eccentric people and the stupid things people do. And the trailer sold it as a big balls-out comedy, and it's not. It's really based on character. So it's missold as well, but we finally get beyond that and actually see the film. The film's wonderful. The film is really something. It's Morris made 4 Lines before, which is a terrific film. It's now getting its due as a hilarious send-up of like insanity amongst religious fanatics. It was based on the idea of these 4 Muslims who are trying to become terrorists and failing, which was a really funny premise, and it's very timely now. This one's about the FBI and how they try and set up like eccentrics to look like terrorists. So it's coming from the other side, really, what the authorities are doing. I like 4 Lines, but I think I like this one better, because this one is a much steelier focus on the horrors of what's happening through authorities and the victims of what's happening. This one is pretty brutal. So the whole idea is you've got 2 different set of characters. This character's an FBI. Anna Kendrick is the FBI agent who's setting up these new people who are a bit odd, who could be terrorists, who are people to look out for, who are on the watch list of people who could be a bit dodgy, but you never know, no one's quite sure if they are or not. And because they've just had FBI, one of our colleagues has just had an embarrassment where they tried to set someone up as a terrorist and it failed completely, and no one could prosecute it. They're all kind of a bit they're all kind of feeling like people are watching and what the hell are they doing. So she brings this other guy in who could be a problem. So one half of the film is watching them, their process of going through. She had to deal with her boss, a work colleague, the lawyer who would have to prosecute it, and you're seeing her going through all that, these like idiot guys who are just out for themselves. They don't really care that much about due process. They just care about getting a bus so their careers can go up. And the whole idea of the pressure on the FBI to bring people in to show terrorists when there are no terrorists. I mean, there are very few terrorists. Instead of actually looking for people who are actually legitimate terrorists, they have to have hit stats to keep their careers going. So you've got a stat machine that... It was something we saw in The Wire and Homicide Life in the Streets. David Simon shows the idea about how the stats ruin law enforcement because it makes people have to hit targets that might be unnatural. And that's why you're seeing that from the FBI perspective, and they're doing the same thing, but it's because the FBI, if they catch someone, it's going to be a much stronger sentence. And there's much less ways to actually fight back against FBI corruption. And the FBI have to deal with other law enforcement who have also got their own ego and who also push things quicker than they should, and it's all about this kind of clusterfuck of all these law agencies who have no oversight and who can do what they want and can cause all these problems. The other half of the film, the more human half, is these 4 eccentrics. I mean, Chris Morris likes groups of 4, obviously. You've got a leader who's trying to run this farm inside the city to grow natural food, which is not working. But he's trying to do this to bring people in who were gang members, but he's trying to get them out of life and make them see there's other ways to life. But he's a bit mad. Like, he's in medication that because he hallucinates and sees things, and he's doing this also to give himself some purpose, and he's not good at it. He's terrible at it. His wife is with him and his daughter with him, and both of them are trying to keep him on the straight and narrow a little bit. His daughter's only like 8 or 9. His wife is just putting up with him, and his wife's eccentric too, but she's got her feet going a lot more, and she's trying to tell him, just don't do that. We'll try and save the farm, but just be careful what you do. But because he's got some revolutionary ideas, which will never come to anything, he's like saying stuff about the white man is, you know, evil, and they've only got temporary control over the world. You know, even though history suggests otherwise, it's, you know, but it's a kind of delusional point of view. Like, a day will tell what a day will come comes from the idea of a day will come when they will rise up and they will create something that will they can deliver something to the people and cause a revolution. But they're delusional. There's no real support for that. But this guy's now getting signs that he may have supernatural powers, and it's going to his head. And he's desperate for money because he can't get any money from the banks because for a loan to try and keep this farm going because of all these weird regulations. He's been targeted by the FBI because he's eccentric and weird, and that he potentially dangerous because of political beliefs. And the FBI get this guy to who's like a shopkeeper to try and set him up with this FBI plant who's suggesting they can sell them guns. So they'll try to do that to entrap him, just to make this, so the FBI can get the quota. That goes wrong, but because this guy's desperate, he ends up getting set up in this weird nuclear arms situation that just gets out of control and spins out of control. I'm not going to say more about the plot, it's just this thing of how the world spins out of control from simple problems. Like, if you get someone who has problems but doesn't know how to deal with them and is delusional, and the government forgets about them and just says, just survive on your own, we don't care, things are going to go wrong. And the good thing about the film is it doesn't set him out, the lead character, the delusional guy, as perfect. He makes horrible mistakes throughout. All his followers make horrible mistakes throughout. But these are not mistakes made by people who want to, they're trying to survive and they do things they shouldn't do, but these are not malicious people. You know, they're trying to corner people so they don't actually sell them nuclear weapons or anything, even though there's never any nuclear weapons in the first place. And it's just the whole insanity of trying to set these people up as terrorists that aren't terrorists so you can make a quota, and the human cost of that, and the human cost you see through these 4 people plus the wife plus the daughter, and you start to see the human cost of this policy and how this is rife going through American law enforcement, because it starts with a thing saying this is based on thousands of cases in America. So this is something that's been going on for a while, and Chris Morris picked up on and made a film about. Of course, because it's political, there was no publicity involved at all. It was buried. But hopefully now it's on streaming, you should go and see it because it's a wonderful film. It's really funny. It's Chris Morris at his peak again. He just delivers. I mean, he's been on a nice little role recently with 4 lines in this. He's in Nathan Barley, which was very underrated when it was released in the noughties. So he's been doing some really good work that hasn't been as well appreciated as some of his earlier work, but he's really doing some good stuff, but it's just not getting the attention it should get. But go see this film. It's on streaming. It's wonderful. Just see it. It's just necessary to see this film. Okay, right. Bye for now, and I'll be back soon with another video.